Right, my name's Hairdryer, and this is some tips, hacks, whatever you want to call them, for prepping painting, right? Sorry about that, but I'm worth it. Alright, I'm not just being too ponty with my hairdryer. Well, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Don't play a hate, don't hate the game, hate the gene pool. Right, nice. Also, joking aside, right, this is a little handy tool, this, particularly when you're prepping, right? Got a bit of polyfiller. You say you've got a crack on the wall, get this on it. What you do, put the polyfiller on it, give it 20 minutes just to settle down. Once it's settled down, get your hairdryer on it. Give it a blow. I'll tell you, that'll dry up and you'll be able to then do what you need to do. Undercoat paint, will sand it down the lot. I'll show you a quick video of it. Trust me, like I said, it's not just your secret weapon for going out on the tan, mate, yeah? I love a good hairdryer on me. You know what I mean? Alright, no, don't get jealous. Try track. Wooden door, it's got a bit busto. Push that in, what we're going to do, we'll patch this up. Use a bit of tissue, stuff the hole with that. Just to open the polyfill in. Get all the rough stuff off the sides. Right, as you can see, that is wood polyfiller. That is wet. I'm going to put it straight on the door. As you can see, we've just put the polyfiller on here now. As you can see, it's still wet. I'm going to give that just about 10 minutes to settle. And then we're going to get the hairdryer out. We're going to give it the hairdryer treatment. The old Alex Ferguson. We're going to shat in its face until it dries hard, right? With that whiskey breath. Take your skin off. It's a bit like white spirit, right? As you can see, right, I'm just going to prove to the video that it's still wet. As you see that's still wet? Alright. Don't worry about that. We'll do it later. Right. Hairdryer. We're going to give it hairdryer. We'll do it on here. So it will probably go this for a couple of minutes. Get the heat on it. Another 2 minutes. Right, so what's that? It's been 2 minutes. As you can see now, I'm putting my finger on it. And you've got a stable base there. Give that, if you look, you get down another couple of minutes, that'll be hard and you can paint on that. Right, 3 minutes. Look at that. That's 3 minutes. You can paint on that now. Just wipe up the other sides. 3 minutes on the door. So 3 minutes, and like you can paint on that now. Look at that. And if it's not, give it. That'll be rock hard if you give it another say a minute on that. But I just want to prove. There you go. So your little hairdryer here. You might have a big one if you've got an 80s perm or something. Be like a nuclear weapon compared to this stuff. So there you go. Use that in your armoury for your little DIY tips around the house, yeah? Another little good tool to have in your arsenal if you're doing your DIYs and stuff. Right, at the moment, I'm doing up a staircase and one of the spindles is broke. Now, have you ever seen these? They're little clamps. You can get them for 6-7 quid on Amazon. They're brilliant. So what you do, there's a little button on there, just hold it, and you can release the clamp, and then you just pull it out a little touch, because this spindle here is broke, so that releases it. So obviously you can see here we've got a broken spindle, but this is the clamp here, the clamp thing here, so it's like that, brand new. So you hold it, and it pulls out like that. And then you've got a thing where you pump it and it shuts in. So like I said, I thought to show you. Also, this stuff's good as well. No more nails. All available in the giant rainforest gaff. No more nails. I'll show you how good it is, in case you don't believe. So we just put a long. Get that. Stick that. As you do. Measure it up nicely. And then we'll let our clamp do the business. So, like I said, you line it up like that. And there's a little squeeze trigger. You squeeze it, and you squeeze it tight. There you go. Get yourself one of them, they're really good. It's a bit messy. Clean it up, whatever. But get yourself one of them. Brilliant little tool, like I said. And then work, if you say you've got some chairs and stuff like that, a chair, broken chair, stick it on, clamp it. Endless things. Get yourself one of the clamps, too, it's 7 quid. Can't go wrong. Nothing worse than trying to tape up something with duct tape. Then you get rid of the duct tape's so powerful it rips it back open again. So get yourself one of them, nice good little tool. You get all these dust. This is old paint. Someone's painted this before. Whatever. So what I'm going to use to get that off is this. It's a Brillo pad. Get yourself one of them, they're brilliant Brillo pads. So handy for all this stuff. I mean, I hate white spirit, I can't stand it, so I don't use it. But all you need is a bit of hot water. All you need is a bit of hot water. Just a bit of arm strength. I'm ready as taking that kind of thing off. Don't get me wrong, you can use other stuff. Well, that's already just down to that little bit there. Same with these little bits here, look. All gone. Just get a nice clean cloth, clean it away. Same with these little bits, wipe them away. Just get yourself one of them handy old things. But like I said, the Brillo pad, can't beat them. There you go, look. As you can see there, and then plus you've got these bits, the lights. I mean, white spirit, you can do. Who wants white spirit? You can smell that stuff from about 8 miles away. That's like the old painting and decorators cologne, you know? And I swear, I bet people that bathe in that stuff, and I can't breathe around it. I can't have that. I'm not having white spirit. I don't like it around me. I don't think you need that stuff anymore. Paint isn't as potent, isn't full of chemicals that don't move anymore. Don't get me wrong, some people will use it. I don't even use it for brushes, to be honest with you. Brush needs white spirit. It's usually probably, sometimes it's like graveyard, it doesn't come back anyway. Up here. As you can see, there you get yourself a nice little dry cloth. Wipe off all the excess, but it's taken off all the heavy paint. That's all you need, Brillo pad. Get one of them. Scraping paint off. This off tiles, windows, floors, any kind of surface, really hard surfaces. You want to use one of them. Scrapers. You know, you've probably got one for a car, or you've probably come across them. You can buy them, they're cheap, they're like 2-3 quid. If you've got an old one, right, they've got little grooves there, so you've got a manky old razor. Put a screwdriver in, push it up, and then that's how you get them out. Take it out, dispose of them properly. You won't chuck them in the bin, you might cut someone and puts the bins out. Just get a new razor blade, buy packs of them from Amazon. And then, you see that? Got a little groove there. Just stick the thing in there, yeah? Push it down safely. Down with a screwdriver, something nice and metally. Then you're ready to go with time, right? So, as you can see, it's perfect for getting paint off bath tiles, stuff like that. Okay. Easy base on that. So you want one of these scrapers. A must-have. That's a must-have Christmas present for anyone, okay? What am I talking about? No time at all. That's about 3 seconds. Alright, another little prepping thing is wall plugs in walls. Sorry, look, that's a nasty, a dog bit me, you know. French bulldog bit me. He's having pups, it was my mate's dog. I forgot he was having pups. I went to stroke him as he knows me. Went for me, bit me, it was like a clamp on. Right, do this one, this looks better for the camera. Right, see that? Right, so the wall plug, the nail screw, whatever's been taken out of that, so you're left with that. And it's just not flush enough. So what you want to do is get what we do, we get a flathead screwdriver. So a nice flathead like that. Get one that fits the diameter of it, so that fits perfect. Get your normal, just a club hammer, yeah. And then you line it up like that, and you knock that with the hammer, and you just push that into the wall. Just push it in slightly, yeah. Just tap it in, tap it in, tap it in, tap it in. That way it will cause you less damage than to get that completely out. If you take that out, you'll probably leave with a crack and it will look quite ugly. So there you go. That will save you a little bit of time. Just give that a little screw in like that. You've got the screw there. It's a Phillips. You need it out. It's going to leave a wall plug. Get yourself one of these little handy drills, cheap as anything. They're like a £10 pan shop. If you know anything, wait outside a pan shop in London, there'd probably be about 8 million people nicking them and selling them outside for about 2p. But, you know, probably go to Amazon and buy them like normal people, okay? Right, just get reverse on the drill. Just unscrew it. Right, that's it out. So we've done that. Again, we're left with a smaller kind of, this one is a bit smaller. But again, use your flathead screwdriver. Just have a little pinch around, have a play around, push and prod. Just prod it into the wall. Prod it back into it. So just use all the toughness. Just push it back in. Now you're just left with a flat, and again, like I said, if there wasn't wallpaper on this, I would say you could get the screw in and just pull it out. Because it's wallpaper, it will leave a lot more damage. Best thing to do is just do that. And then come to Polyfilla. Right, I'm going to quickly just show you this one. Right, this one. Right, this one here, the thread on it is bust. You can do one thing. If a thread is bust on the screw, again, you can use the screw, you can mark it up, and with the hammer, you can make a new thread. Like that. You can go into it, and you can make a new thread, and you can make a new thing to screw it out. Sometimes that don't work. So if you've got something like that, let's get the hammer in. Right, this time, this is probably going to bust up the wall. So you kind of have to be a little bit gentler. That way, that won't come out perfect. But sometimes they do leave the wall a little bit more cruder. Again, it's not too bad. Just curve it in enough. Get all the dust and the dry crud. Because when you paint polyfiller over it, you don't want all that. So yeah, again, that's another way of getting them screws out. If you're if the head's bust and you can't unscrew it, do that. It's no harm. Right, so I'm going to show you the hairdryer. Right, look, the polyfiller, you can see the water still on that, so that's wet, yeah? Wet. And what I like to do with these little holes, just normal toilet roll, shout out to Andrex, just get it, and just stuff the hole with them. They're better because the polyfiller likes something, otherwise you'll keep digging in and it will look ugly when you do that, and you have to polyfiller so many times. These are little golden nuggets, these will. And anyone's got a bit of toilet roll, well, most people, apart from the COVID era, no one had any toilet roll, but nowadays, just poke it in there, flush it out. There you go. That's what you want, it's just want it flush. very much like that. There's probably a lot of Americans who can't understand my accent. My accent is probably what you'd class as a crude London accent. It's not Cockney, so I'm born in Camden, North West London, but I grew up in North East London, so I didn't grow up that far from the Bow Bells. Alright, not the equivalent of Burr out of Mary Poppins. So here we go. Cover that. So you've got two there. So there's two holes. So they're brand new wet, alright? Alright. Here's the hairdryer. As you can see, look at that. That's still wet. Let's give it a little blow. As usually, if the polyplate about as good, takes a couple of hours to dry. With the hairdryer, you give that a couple of minutes and all that. So this is something that is really handy when you've got no time. Let's say you're doing someone's hair, and they've got these little kind of niggly kind of patching work you need to do. There you go. As you can see that now, you could probably paint on that now. I'm going to just quickly give you a zoom in on it. See that one? Look at that. You could paint on that now. Even that one. It's not even leaving an indentation mark. So, you're good to go and paint on that now. What's that? That's about, left that 5 minutes, give it a hairdryer. And if you've got a few of these, because it can be really awkward if someone wants you to paint a room for someone. But again, it's your own DIY. This is, I'm not telling the trained painters, they know their own game. But let's face it, you know, it's 5 o'clock Saturday evening. You got girls or boys or whatever your lads coming around or whatever. You know, bang that on.